First, start with focused pranayama. So the pranayama has to be done with a lot of focus. The mind should not be allowed to wander anywhere. First, deep exhalation, focus on the breath. Then, deep inhalation, followed by retaining as long as possible and retain the breath for a significant period of time. The mind will stop. That experience you will get. This is experiential. And then do deep exhalation. By the way, you relax the entire physical body and also quieten the mind. So, by this process of traditional pranayama, one should relax the entire physical body, quieten the mind, and get prepared for dhyanam. This is called antaranga sadhana. Means immediate steps before doing dhyanam. This is a very important step. And once the mind is quietened, Upanishad mantra says that do upasana on the Supreme Brahman. Sarvam khalvidam brahma. Tad jalaniti shanta upasita. Upasita is a directorial word. It is you should do upasana when the mind is quietened. Shanta upasita on what? Sarvam khalvidam brahma. Sarvam idam sarvam brahma khalu. Means what? Verily everything around you is Brahman. This Brahman is of the nature of pure consciousness, absolute existence, absolute consciousness, absolute bliss. That means untainted by anything else. And so It is the only reality from which the seemingly real universe emerges. Seemingly real people, seemingly real thoughts, seemingly real emotions, seemingly real relationships, seemingly real problems, seemingly real happiness. Everything is only seemingly real. But what happens? We attach a lot of importance to all the things happening around, and so our mind gets vitiated, and many people get into depression problems. So, once you understand the supreme reality, you know how to dissociate from everything around you. So, to understand your own true nature as that pure consciousness, existence, bliss, absolute, Upanishad mantra points out that within your physical body, there is a supreme principle called consciousness, which is different in nature from the matter principle. Ashariram sharireshu anavasthveshvavasthitam mahantam vibhumatmanam matva dhiro na shochati. Ashariram sharireshu. Sharireshu, within the physical body, there is one supreme principle which is ashariram. That means what? Doesn't have the qualities or characteristics of the matter principle of the body, but it is the principle enlivening and supporting the physical body. So it is within, it is very much present along with, but it is not affected. That is the greatest wonder. Ashariram sharireshu anavasthveshvavasthitam. It is present during all the three states of experience, but is untainted by any of the impressions. Look at, look at how much of relief you will get if you associate yourself with consciousness. We associate ourselves with all the other matter principles other than consciousness. That's why we go through a lot of ups and downs in terms of emotions. Anavasthveshva avasthitam. It is not affected by any of the three states of experience. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Mahan, Tam Mahan. It is the most greatest, glorious principle. Vibhum, glorious principle. Where is it? Atmanam, your own true nature. Matva, importantly, study the Vedanta Shastra systematically. Understand, internalize, realize, and transform. That is the process. Dhiraha, that person. Nashochati, goes beyond all sorrows, establishes in supreme happiness. So, and immortality, knowledge of reality bestows immortality. So, how to understand Vibhum? What is Vibhum? Mahantam Vibhum Atmanam. This Vibhum, which is your true nature, your consciousness, also Bhagavan's true nature. Same Vibhum is presented as Vibhuti for us to do Dhyanam. Let's continue the 10th chapter how Bhagavan is further giving us the Upadesham. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Om Vakratu Namaha Kaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Shaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurte Namaha सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवत्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः अपारकरुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखरगुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्महम् ॐ. All of you on cameras, chant Em Brahma loudly. Em Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Dimyai Stamaihi वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः ॐ श्रीकृष्णाय परमात्मने नमः. Now chant the six slokas, switch on cameras, chant with lot of discipline and diligence. Om Shri Ganesha Namaha, Shri Saraswati Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Shri Bhagavanu Vacha, Teshamevanukampartham, Ahamajnanajam Tamaha, Nashayamyatma Bhavasthaha. ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता ज्योतिषामपि तज्ज्योतिः तमसः परमुच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विष्ठितं न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योगसंसिद्धः कालेनात्मनि विन्दति ज्ञानेन तु तदज्ञानम् येषां नाशितमात्मनः तेषामादित्यवज्ञानं प्रकाशयति तत्परं यथैधांसि समिद्धोऽग्निः भस्मसात् कुरुतेऽर्जुन ज्ञानाग्निः सर्वकर्माणि भस्मसात् कुरुते तथा यस्य सर्वे समारम्भाः कामसङ्कल्पवर्जिताः ज्ञानाग्निदग्धकर्माणं तमाहुः पंडितं बुधाः. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now chant the five slokas equally important. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya Mame Vaye Prapadyante Mayametam Tarantite Ananyaschintayanto Mam Ye Janah Paryupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Vahamyaham Mattah Parataram Nanyate किंचिदस्ति धनंजय मयि सर्वमिदं प्रोतं सूत्रे मणिगणा इव ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां हृद्देशेऽर्जुन तिष्ठति भ्रामयन् सर्वभूतानि यन्त्रारूढानि मायया. Oh, one should get this final absolute knowledge. Prapancho yadi vidyeta nivarteta na samshayaha maya matramidam dvaitam advaitam paramarthataha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, anybody noticed a very, incidentally, very nice aspect of our chanting? And again, we begin with Maya. Daivi Hesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Duratyaya. End with what? Prapancho Yadi Vidyeta Nivarteta Na Samshayaha Maya Matramidam Dvaitam Advaitam Paramarthataha. Do you understand? So, these are all what good combination shlokas which will be developed once you study the Shastras deeply. Now, let us continue with the 10th chapter. Atha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Dashamodhyayaha Vibhuti Yogaha Om Narayanah Parom Vyaktate Andamam Vyakta Sambhavam Andasyantaspi Me Lokaha Taptadvipacha Medini Om. Let us chant shloka number 25, which we learned in the last class. Maharshīṇāṃ bhruguraham giramasmekamaksharam yajñānāṃ japayajñosmi Sthavaranam Himalayah. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hardam Swagatam, hearty welcome to the next session, the 10th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which is called as Vibhuti Yoga, where Bhagavan is explaining himself. What is the greatness? Not somebody else. It is not some Purana or Itihasa. Here Bhagavan himself is explaining the various glorious manifestations. And if you see, most of these manifestations or objects of what? Worship or dhyanam or puja, all those things, and associated stotras, mantras, chanting. So you can see what has been a practice from time immemorial. Bhagavan is reiterating through this 10th chapter that all those things you're focusing on are divine. They are aspects of Bhagavan for us to focus, get Chitta Shuddhi. That is up to the level of what? Purification of mind. After that, what you should do? Study Vedanta Shastras, get Jnanam. So, Shloka number 25, Bhagavan told that among all the great sages, I am Bhrigu. So, one of the Sapta Rishis. Bhrigu is common in any Purana you take. He will be one of the Sapta Rishis. So, some of the Rishis will change, but Bhrigu will not change. The preeminent among all the great sages, Bhrigu. I am that Bhrigu. That means what? Greatest aspect of Rishis. I am Bhrigu. Then among words, among the different words, I am Omkara Tattvam, that Omkara. Omkara is also a syllable. It's also Tripada, what? Akshara. So understand Akara, Ukara, Makara, essence of all the three Vedas. Akaram, Rigveda, Ukaram, Yajurveda, Makaram, Samaveda. All the three are combined into one word, one syllable, Omkaram. So, Veda Mantra says, Chandasam Rishabho Vishwarupaha Chandobhyodhyamritahat Sambhabhuva Samendro Medhaya Sprunotu Amritasya Devadharano Bhuyasam Shariram Me Vicharshanam Jihva Me Madhumattama कर्णाभ्याम भूरि विश्रुवम ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय. Wonderful prayer where the prayer is in the Omkara Tattvam. Yes, Chandasam Rishabha Vishwarupaha Chandobhyodhyamritahat Sambhabhuva. Yes, Chandas means the Vedas, not the meter. Brahmaji, just like you curdle and milk and extract butter, Brahmaji curdled the entire Vedas and extracted Omkara Tattvam Sambhabhuva. That means what? Wonderfully emanated from the Vedas. So even Brahmaji is in a lot of tapas to extract this. Very powerful. I tell you, anything that's very powerful has to be used with the right people, right place, right time. If other people need to use, what do? Generally, people know about acid, right? Very powerful acid. If you use it directly, it will affect. So what do? You dilute, right? So they sell diluted acid for you to use at home. Similarly, you connect Omkara with some of the other words of Bhagavan. If you want to really say, don't say Om separately. Hari Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Like that. Clear? Good. Good. Meenakshi madam is putting the reference. Be careful with Omkara. I'm repeating a number of times. Don't follow internet. Don't follow all these Laukika people. Simply they will chant Om along with all these other things. And some people put Omkaram chanting at home just with music and all. Should not be done. Recently, I was listening to one of the Upanyasam of our Periva, present Periva. He's telling very clearly, neither the Gayatri mantra should be chanted aloud, nor Omkaram should be done very secretively, and a lot of care should be taken. So go to Guru, learn. Don't let internet not be the Guru. For everybody who is the Mahaguru, Google. And that Googles will what mislead you. Be careful. Go to a live guru, traditional guru. So, Omkara, very important. Later, when you proceed in the spiritual path, studying Mandukya Upanishad, understanding Omkara Tattvam properly will get you Dhyanam, fortify your knowledge. And so, for purification of mind, to study the Vedanta Shastras, Bhagavan says, Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. So, just for your information, because nobody says this, you cannot find in internet. There is a lot of discussion in Brahma Sutras about eligibility for Jnanam. Are everybody eligible for Jnanam or only select few are eligible for Jnanam? In Karma Khanda, you have to have some eligibility. Means what? Upanina Sanskaram should be there, Medadhyanam should have been done, Anushtanam, all that is required. Like that, similarly, even for Jnanam, for studying Vedanta Shastra and getting Jnanam, should there be some eligibility criteria? The final conclusion that the Shastra is saying that everybody is eligible for Jnanam and Moksham. Please understand. For studying Vedanta Shastras, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, and Brahma Sutras, everybody is eligible, but there is one important condition, that is Chitta Shuddhi, purified mind. The entire Karma Khanda focuses on purification of mind. Since there are some eligibilities for all this Karma Kanda, final what? I say judgment of the Shastras is those who cannot do the karma as per the Vedas, you can do japa. Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. So there is a mantra in the Vedas. Japye naivahi samsiddhaye. Write down. Through japa alone, everybody, irrespective of any gender, national, everybody, but you go to Guru and take the japams correctly and do avriti 1,000 times, 10,000 times, million times. That japa will purify the mind. And once the mind is purified, they don't study the Bhagavad Gita Upanishad, you'll understand. Are you not seeing difference? After 2 years, is Bhagavad Gita more easy to digest compared to 2 years back? So the more and more you do the japam, and the two japams I already recommend that you start. And don't take too many, as I told you. So, Bhagavan is reiterating that Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. So, never give up daily Japa. Very important. If not 3 times, at least 2 times a day. If not 2 times, at least once a day. Please don't give up the Japam. Yajnanam Japa Yajñosmi. Sthabaranam Himalayaha. Among all the stationary mountains. So, I am Himalaya. That's why people go to Himalaya. I told you all the Char Dham Yatra, different places to what? Get Chitta Shuddhi. And really the mind gets purified. As you go more and more along the what? Himalayan spiritual places, you start forgetting all your problems. And so your mind gets more and more calm and pure. So all the things that you are doing are being what? Told in Bhagavad Gita itself. That's why I say Bhagavad Gita is the essence of the entire Veda Shastram. So, Padavibhaga Anvaya for 25. All of you get alert. Churkabeku. Maharshinam Bhruguhu. So, when the Visarga comes along with the Swara, the same Swara should be used for the Hakaram. You cannot say Bhragaha. Na? Bhruguhu. Maharshinam Bhruguhu Aham Giram Asmi Ekam Aksharam. Super clear? Yajnanam Japa Yajnaha Asmi Sthabaranam Himalayaha. Clear? Wherever Aham is missing, add Aham. Wherever Asmi is missing, add Asmi. For example, last Sthabaranam Himalaya. Both Aham and Asmi both are missing. Aham Sthabaranam Himalayaha Asmi. That is the full sentence. Clear? It's clear. Now look at the Anvaya. Aham Bhruguhu. I am Bhrugu. So in English, there is no Visarga. So it use Bhrugu. Similarly, what we do? Vibhuti Yoga. We made Vibhuti Yoga in English. That Bhruguhu, I am Bhrugu. Among what? Maharshinam. Among all the Maharshis, I am Bhrugu. Giram. Giram. Giram means among words. So, Giram, among words. Asmi Ekam Aksharam. Aham Asmi. I am the one syllable. That is one syllable Omkara. That's why Sanskrit is called Girvani. The primary language coming from the words Girvani, Sanskritam. So Giram among words. I am Omkaram. Ekam, understand Ekam Aksharam. Ekam means one, Aksharam means syllable. Omkara Tattvam. Then Asmi Japa Yajnaha. I am Aham Asmi. So when you do Japa, Bhagavan himself says, I am of the form of Japa Yajna. That means it's not very auspicious. Very, very beneficial to Japam. So take the Japam and do. I am what? Japa Yajnaha among all the yajnas. How many yajnas are there? I told you. So many yajnas from Agnihotra to Ashwamedha. So many you can do. But Bhagavan has made it very simple for all of us. Can all of us not do Japam? Which I have already taught some of them. So it's easy or not? No money, nothing. But you have to sit down in one place. Don't do Japam, walking Japam. I see some people, they have some kind of gloves or something, no? They keep the hand inside and Japamala, they have shoes, walking, they'll do some Japam. All that will not give benefit. So you have to sit down in one place. When you're clean, sit down, face east during day, face north during the evening after sunset. Japam can be done even during the evening also, after sunset also. It's not that only morning, okay? Depending on your time. And they will do pranayama first and then do the japam. You will get tremendous benefit. Chitta Shuddhi. Then Himalaya. So Yajnana means among Yajnas. Asmi Japa Yajna. I am Aham Asmi Japa Yajna. Japa, I told you the Vyutpatti. Jakaram and Pakaram. Jakaraha Janma Vichhedaha. Akara Papanashanat. So very important. Japam is very, very powerful. Then Himalaya. I am the Himalayas. So the Himalaya is not some newly invented term. Now can you all think a bit? Bhagavan has told Himalaya in which yuga? Which yuga? Dwapara yuga. That means what? It has survived and continued into Kali Yuga. So Himalayas have been existent from time immemorial. Hima Alayam. So where a lot of snow is there, Himalaya. Among Sthabaranam, among the mountains. Stationary, huge entities, mountains, I am Himalaya. So by taking the Chardham Yatra, visiting those places, getting purity, you'll get different perspective to life. What is happening? You're always in the same rut, right? Same place, get up in the morning, go to an office. Nowadays, they ask you to come back to office, right? You cannot work from home. Same traffic, same car, you go, come back, same cycle, keep on doing, right? So that's why sometimes people take a break, go visit all this. What? Yatra, take this Yatra tour and get refreshed, get a different perspective to life. Is it true or not? When you do the same thing, you get into a that. So that's why Bhagavan has told Himalaya. Right. Now, continuing. Sri Bhagavanuvacha Ashvatha Sarva Vrikshanam Devarshinaam cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitraratha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi.
Shri Bhagavanuvacha Ashvattah Sarvavrukshanam Devarshinaam cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitraratha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi.
Very good. Opposite. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Ashvatha Sarva Vrikshanam Devarshinaam cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitraratha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, Bhagavan is continuing also pointing out the various glorious aspect in not only human beings but also in animals. See, and also in trees. He'll talk about animals later. Now he's talking about trees. Says, among all the trees, I am the fig tree. Ashwatta Vriksham. So, where does Ashwatta Vriksham come? All of you chant the 15th chapter. Yes, in that Ashwatta Vriksham is also mentioned. It is like the fig tree. All the explanations given there. So, in our what? Tradition, trees are also very auspicious. You go around the fig tree and you do prayer. So, there are prayers dedicated to tree. What do you say? Mulato Brahma Rupaya Madhyato Vishnu Rupine Agrata Shiva Rupaya Vriksharajayate Namaha. You see, for everything is sloka. I told you this chapter, lot of slokas you can learn. And when you go around the tree, chant this particular sloka. You can do even worship the tree. And why are trees, representation of trees important? The leaves of the trees only give you a lot of oxygen. So many benefits. In that Bhagavan says, among all the trees, I am Ashwatha Vriksham. Then Devarshinam cha Naradaha. So Bhagavan is now separating Maharshi, Devarishi. I told you Brahma Rishi, a lot of things, different rishis. Devarshi. Devarshi means what? Those rishis who also can reside, permanent residence granted in Devalokam. That means what? They can visit other places but also be permanent residents of Devalokam. Therefore, rishis. Who is the greatest Devarishi? Devarishi, Brahmachari, Narada Maharshi, Narada Rishi, Narada Devarishi. Okay, Devarshi Nam cha Naradaha. Among all the Devarishis, there are few. Narada, Bhagavan says, I am Narada. Then Gandharvanam Chitrarataha. So, when you go beyond the human beings as a no entity or a species or existing, there are other different kinds of beings. Yakshas, Kinnaras, Gandharvas, Devas. And Devas, there are many Devas. When you study Taittiriya Upanishad, you will know. There are Ajana Jana Devas, come and go, Karma Devas, who are propitiated by karmas. So, like that, there are different Devas. That one of the categories is called what? Gandharvas. Gandharvas are people who are very proficient in arts, especially music. So there is a king for like for every set of people there is a lord. For all the Gandharvas who are no spending a lot of time in art. That means what? Mostly singing, painting, all those things. Chitra Rathaha. So the word itself Chitra. Chitra means what? Picture. Rathaha. Very, very, very efficient in painting. So also all the other different qualities, different art forms, this person is most famous. So Gandharvas, I am Chitrathaha, king of all the Gandharvas. Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Aham Siddha. Among Siddhas. See, there are three or four different things you should know. One is Yoga Shakti, another is Siddhi, other is Jnanam. So each one is different. Through the practice of Ashtanga Yoga properly, you get Yoga Shakti. Animadi Shakti you get. Anima, Mahima, Garima, all those things. Through tapas, you get Siddhi. Siddhi means what? They are an epitome of powers. That means what? By just opening the eyes and seeing something, they can burn. By just thinking, they can solve problems for people. You got tremendous powers, occult powers you will get. So Levitation is yogic, it is not siddhi. Okay. Siddhanam. So among all the people who got siddhis powers, and finally, jnanam. Jnanam is million times higher than all these things. If you get any of the siddhis or what? Anima, the yogic powers, you will get stuck in that, and what? You'll start utilizing that for commercial purposes. So they will incidentally happen to an individual in spiritual path. You should ignore them and go towards jnanam. That's what Shastras say. But to mention that this is possible, Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi, among all the Siddha Purushas. See, Munihi. Munihi means they are Maunat Munihi, they are doing tapas. Through tapas, they get Siddhi. And so the greatest among all the tapasvis who got Siddhi, Bhagavan says, I am Kapila Maharishi. So I want to connect now. Now you see, we have started a story of what? Sagara, Sagaraha, Sagara Raja. No, go back. Go to sloka number 24. The last word, Sagaraha, circle it. Then go to 25. Himalayaha. Then now the last two words in 26, Kapilo Munihi. So today I want to continue and complete the Ganga Avataram story so that you all understand what is the greatness of this. So avataram, it means what? How avatarati. This Ganga, which is a heavenly river, came down to what? To the earth. How? Why? So far what do you know? There was a king called Sagara. Sagara. Sagara had how many children? All Puranas. How many? Anybody? Forgotten. That's why you want 60,001. Correct. That one person was called as Asamanjas. So in Tamil, sometimes say, Enna asamanjama irukka? You say, no. That means what? Fellow is what? Good for nothing fellow. And 60,000 plus 1. What happened? What does Sagara Raja do? You want to do Ashwamedhayagam. Once you do Ashwamedhayagam, you get prepared to challenge Indra. All the power of Yaga. I told you, Yajna. So when he was doing the Ashwamedhayaga, Indra got scared that if this person did completes and also continues like that, he will come and threaten my seat. I told you earlier also, right? Indra also is selfish. Asuras also are selfish. But Bhagavan says, what to do? I have to support Indra because Indra is or at least helping the human beings. And if they are following the right principles, he will help them. Yeah. Kissa kursi ka. Okay, all this. Very nice. Correct. Venkataraman is saying. So, seat. Everybody, see, there's politics in different ways, in different levels. So what he did, what is the best way to stop the Ashwamedha Yaga? Ashwamedham means what? Ashwam means what? Horse. Medha means victory. So anybody who stops the horse has to fight. You see that in in Ramayana also, right? So when the horse was there, that horse was stolen. So what Indra does? Comes down to the earth, puts a different kind of dress. So you know how for cheating, how the dacoits wear different kind of dress. Even he is wearing a different kind of dress, different avatara he took and stole the horse and then started running away. I'll switch on cameras. A lot of people not camera on. Okay. And then he ran here and there. And the moment the horse was missing, Sagara Raja told his sons, among the 60,001 sons, one son he said, you're Asamanjas, you stay here only, you don't do anything. Okay. 60,000 sons said, go find out the horse. So 60,000 people with a lot of energy and vigor started chasing. So once Indra got scared. So Indra went here, there in different form is, he finally said the best way is to hide this in a different loka where this people will not find out. So he went down to Patala Loka. So very interestingly, Mahabharata says, from India, if you start going down, you will get America. And told that is Patala Loka. Okay, don't take it literally, for joke only. So Indra went down and then he then tied the horse in front of Kapila Muni's ashrama, where Kapila was doing tapas. Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. Right? So this Kapila Maharishi, so much of disturbance in the Bhulokam. There's one advantage. It means California, somebody is saying. So we'll see what it is. He went down to Patala Loka to get peace, no peaceful environment. It was doing tapas in front of his ashram. This Indra tied the horse and ran away from there. So the sons of Sagara, so who are called what? Sagaraputraha, they started digging to also go to Patala Loka, and it is said because of the digging, the water bodies got formed. So, general term for the water bodies, oceans, is called Sagaraha. So, through that process, they also reached Patala Loka. They reached Kapila Ashram, and Mahabhariva only has given this definition for Kapila Ashram. So the Aranyam or the forest in which Kapila was doing tapas was called Kapilaranyam. So this Kapilaranyam, Mahaprabhu said, over a period of time becomes Kaliparanyam. This Kaliparanyam became Kalifaranyam. Fakaram, Kalifaranyam. And Kalifaranyam became California. So you write down this very nicely, he is told. And that's why he says, a lot of other things we'll find out as part of the story. So proof. Just aside. Also, have some also some interesting aspect, right? Don't need to be very serious. Some jokes also allowed. Swamiji used to say, stories that are being told traditionally can be told as part of Vedanta, but you don't create new stories and create new re-engineering or art. And don't do that. That's what he used to say. These are all established stories of Ganga Vadaram. So, this place, Patala Lokam, so Mahavira compared it to California because Kapila was doing tapas and tied it. This Indra tied to that ashram in the tree, and there, what? Kapila Maharishi was doing tapas, closed eyes, focused tapas. And what has Bhagavan told? Siddhanam, don't forget, Kapilo Munihi, Siddhi is tremendous power. I told you, when you open your eyes, you can create fire, burn people, everything. So, these 60,000 sons, they went and found that this horse is tied to one Rishi's place in front of the ashram, and the Rishi is doing tapas. So they misunderstood that this Rishi only has stolen the horse. But they didn't want to cut off the rope of the horse and take it away. They started making a lot of noise to wake up or to make Kapila Rishi open his eyes. So they disturbed his tapas. So disturbance of anybody's tapas is very dangerous. That's why we say anybody doing dhyanam or japam, don't disturb them. So due to the disturbance, Kapila Maharshi opened his eyes. The moment he opened his eyes, because of tremendous powers, Siddha Purusha, right? Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi. All these 60,000 sons of Sagara were reduced to ashes. So Mahabharata says, you can see a lot of ash. Ashland is there in California. So Kapilaranyam, California, ashland, all is connected. Very good. Vishwajit is saying Oregon is there. Okay. All stories. Okay. Don't take too much, but just understand. Okay. Now, this is so far as the people became what? Reduced to ashes. So when the news reached Sagara Raja that all are reduced to ashes, he told Samanjas, why don't you try, do something, help, revive. Can you revive these children of your own brothers? Asamanjas tried, because anyway he's not very capable throughout his life. He tried his level best. He couldn't do anything. Then his son, Asamanjas had a son. It's called Amshuman. Write down. Amshuman also tried, but even he couldn't succeed. Amshuman had one son, great son called Bhagiratha. Write down. So, Bhagiratha was very, very dedicated, disciplined, great son of Amshuman. He said, somehow I will work to redeem my forefathers. So he went to Patala Loka. This time Kapila Maharshi was more relaxed. He was waiting. He didn't disturb. He waited for Kapila Maharshi to complete his tapas and open the eyes. So when Kapila Maharshi opened the eyes, he said, you have, unfortunately, it is all, somebody has done this, they misunderstood, you have reduced them to ashes. Can you please bring them back to life? And Kapila Maharshi said that I can't do anything. The only way all your 60,000, now they are not what? Sons, they are forefathers. What? They are great grandfathers of what? Go back. Bhagiratha, Amshuman, Asamanjas. They are all part of that particular what? Category. So these forefathers, if they have to be brought back to life, Kapila Maharshi says that Ganga should come down from heaven and should flow over them. Then only they will be revived back to life. So, what does Bhagiratha do? We say about Bhagiratha Prayatnam, right? So, Bhagiratha starts doing tapas. For 1,000 years, he does tapas, praying to Ganga Mata to come down to the earth. And now you see, that means what? Ganga should have come to California. If it's California, that no, Ashland is also true. Ganga should also come there. He prays to Ganga Mata to come down. After 1,000 years, Ganga Mata says, yes, I will come down. But who will withstand the force? The force with which I come. It's a heavenly river. It has come down such force. Who can withstand the pressure? So people looked around. So whenever there is problems, who takes all the problems? Parameshwara only takes the problems. Even the Samudra Mathanam is going to come as part of the story in this particular chapter. So even when Samudra Mathanam was done, what happened? When poison came, everybody ran away. Who took the poison? Parameshwara. Oh, Halahal, right? So he's called Nilakantha. So Parameshwara said, okay, I will help. So how? Parameshwara's mattered locks, it was decided, all process orientation was done. Ganga started flowing down through Parameshwara's mattered locks. From that, the pressure was taken there. From there, it was supposed to come down. But what happened? When the Ganga started flowing into Parameshwara's mattered lock, Ganga also got very what? Proud. I am so powerful. See, even Sakshat Parameshwara has to intervene to make sure my pressure is managed. So I'm so great. So because of the pride, what did Parameshwara do? He hid Ganga within the matted log. He said, I will not release you. So Ganga was stuck within the matted log of Parameshwara and getting suffocated, not getting released. Now you see, it is not enough to start some endeavor. You have to complete. So who is waiting? Who is the most interested party in getting Ganga? So for Bhagiratha. Don't forget Bhagiratha and all these things. Bhagiratha happy. Ganga is coming down. But what happens? Stuck with Parameshwara. So what you should do? Once again do tapas to propitiate. Penance, correct. To Parameshwara. He prayed to Parameshwara. Saying another 1,000 years of tapas to Parameshwara to release Ganga. So, because of Bhagiratha's tapas, Parameshwara then says, fine. So, by the time also Ganga was feeling very suffocated and repenting for all the pride. So, she said, also please give me vimukti from here. So, from the matted lock, from there, Parameshwar releases Ganga like a small fountain. That's why you see what? You don't see huge river from Parameshwara's side. You see fountain, right? In a smaller portion, Parameshwara releases the Gangadhara. Very good. It's called Gangadhara. So the water is released and so it starts coming down. So it comes to earth from the Himalayas. See, from the Swargalokam, Ganga comes to Himalayas. That is why the first point where Ganga is born in the Bhulokam is Gangotri. Where is Gangotri? Gangotri is in Himalayas, right? That's why Himalaya. You understand? I'm connecting everything. That's why I waited till this sloka. So, Sagaraha, Himalaya, Siddhanam, Kapilo Munihi. And so, what now? Ganga is flowing from there. From there, it has gone to what? Patala Lokam. Present day California, you can say. That means what? Himalayan waters have reached there also. and they started flowing down. So Bhagirath is very happy. And so water is gushing. Along the way, what happened? There was one rishi called Jannu Maharishi. Write down. Because it's going to come later. I'm completing now itself. One of the names for Ganga is called Janhavi. Write down. Okay. There was one rishi called Jannu Maharishi. He also doing a lot of tapas. When water is gushing around with heavy force, you should see the real force, when it floods, right? A lot of disturbance is there. So Jannu Maharshi got very angry. So what he did? He gulped entire Ganga. That's the power of Maharishi. I told you, Maharishi is very powerful. He gulped the entire Ganga. So near yet so far. For whom? For Bhagiratha. So next level hurdle came. Jannu Maharishi has gulped the entire Ganga. So what should happen now? Jannu Maharishi should release Ganga so that it what? It flows there and flows to the place where his forefathers are there. And so finally he now does tapas for Jannu Maharishi to release the waters. Then Jannu Maharishi then gets what? Pleased with Bhagiratha's tapas and release the water through the ears. Correct. Now you see, that's why in yoga there is a way to drink water and release through ears. No, you know that, no? Like that. Yoga Shakti, all Shakti, Jannu Maharishi had. So Ganga was released through the ears. And so it's called Ganga is called as Janhavi. So Ganga is Sakshat heavenly water. So when you go to the Ganges and take bath, you have that bhavana. As I told you earlier, in all these holy spiritual aspects, your result is based on your faith. Mantre, tirthe, dvije, daive, daivagye, bheshaje, gurau. Yadrishi bhavana yasya siddhir bhavati Adrishi. Important, your attitude. So it was released by Jannu Maharshi, so it's called Janhavi. She flows finally to the ashes of the 60,000 suns, and then they get revived and they reach the higher worlds. This is the story of Ganga Avataram. So, in a way, it represents what? Many aspects. One, write down. As humans, you have to have the attitude, perseverance, dedication to succeed. Success will not come without effort, and any endeavor you take will have lot of hurdles. Lot of hurdles will be there. So just because there are hurdles, we give up. For example, if you say that I want to attain jnanam and moksham in this life, we'll have a lot of hurdles. Yes, mostly you're not able to attend classes. Sometimes you're getting lazy. Sometimes mind doesn't cooperate. Sometimes you become diffident. Correct? Sometimes some other problems come. So unless we are consistently dedicated, pursue, overcome all the hurdles, you can never get success. There will be 1 in 1 billion or no 100 billion who will just know what? Start something and immediately they will achieve or find success. But 99.99% perseverance. Please understand. Patience and perseverance very important. So I say constant commitment to the ultimate goal. So keeping this in mind, Bhartrihari says wonderful shloka. Write down. It's a wonderful shloka. He categorizes people into three different groups. So typically what? Manda Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, Uttama Adhikari, right? Manda Adhikari, Bhartrihari says there are Nichaihi. That means what? Lowest level type of people. Manda Adhikari, middle type, Madhyama Adhikari, then Uttama Adhikari. Says wonderfully, the lowest level people, I'll tell the meaning then the shloka. Lowest level people don't even start any initiative. What? Khao, piyo, maja karo. Anything I do will be problems. If I step out of the house also, I may have an accident. Okay, better be at home, eat and sleep. And so they don't even start any activity. Like, Are bhai, study Bhagavad Gita. No, sit down, study all these things. You'll get go towards the highest goal. What is it? I don't understand this. They'll give all reasons, right? So they don't even start. Then there are Nichaihi, lowest level people. The middle level people start, but when you start, do you get success? See how many hurdles did Bhagiratha had to overcome. What is the first hurdle? Pray to Ganga Mata. Second, pray to Parameshwara. Third, pray to Jannu Maharishi. 3,000 years he has done tapas. Huh? So lot of hurdles are there. The story gives you a lot of other insights. So the mid-level people, when hurdles come, they say, I'm going to give up. There's no point. Too many problems, right? We say, no, so many problems when I start this. So I'm going to give up. But the really great people, really what? Highest level people will continue relentlessly in spite of all the hurdles till they succeed. So they work hard, use the right method, and finally attain success. So write down the shloka. Prarabhyate na khalu vigna bhayena nichaihi. So in internet you have arabhyate. That's why I said don't go to internet. It's prarabhyate because so my Swamiji taught me. I will teach you the way I have been taught. Prarabhyate na khalu vigna bhayena nichaihi. Prarabhya vigna vihitaha viramanti madhyaha. Slightly difficult shloka, but when you chant many times and know the meaning, it's very wonderful. So, prarabhya vigna vihitaha viramanti madhyaha. Vignaihi punah punarapi pratihanyamanaha. Prarabhyam uttama janaha na parityajanti. Now you see how you can know. Now this itself to understand this sloka and chant, finally memorize and recite itself is an example of uttama janaha. Yes or no? This sloka is slightly complicated. Can you put it? You can put it in. Okay, very good. Arvind has put it. Excellent. Arvind, see, already going to uttama janaha. Let me see if it's correct or not. See, very nice. Prarabhyate na khalu vigna bhayena nichaihi. Very nice. All of you have got ready-made. Somebody can put in English also. For people who don't know. That's great. Prarabhya vigna vihitaha viramanti madhyaha. Very nice. Vignai punah punarapi pratihanyamanaha. Prarabhya prarabdham uttama janaha na parityajanti. So now look at the shloka. All of you read once, I'll give the meaning. And finally, we'll all chant this shloka together and end this class. Okay. Now, can you all chant together this shloka? Prarabhyate na khalu vigna bhayena nichaihi. Prarabhya vigna vihitaha viramanti madhyaha. Vignai punah punarapi pratihanyamanaha. Prarabdham uttama janaha na parityajanti. Now look at the shloka. Make copy paste. You're all very good in copy pasting, cut pasting, copy pasting, or take a photograph, whatever you want to do with your mobile, so that later you can write down. Prarabhyate na khalu vigna bhayena nichaihi. Nichaihi, lowest level people. Na prarabhyate. They don't start any. Prarabdham means what? Prakarshena arabhati prarabdham. So, prarabhyate, na prarabhyate. They don't start any activity. Khalu. Verily. Why? Vigna bhayena. Vignam means what? Hurdles. A lot of hurdles will come. Being scared of hurdles. The lowest level people don't even start any initiative. That means what? If you think in your mind, I should start doing japam. Should get up early in the morning. I should study Vedanta Shastra. And next day, all your dedication energy goes away. Problem. That means what? You are prarabhyate na khalu vigna bhayena nichaihi. Second category. Prarabhya vigna vihitaha viramanti madhyaha. So some people, okay, fine, let me start. They start the activity, they do some japam, they attend a few classes of Vedanta. And what happens after that? Dedication slowly reduces and some other problems come. At that time, some things will happen. So they will what? Vigna vihitaha. Vihitaha literally means getting beaten. That means what? Getting affected by different hurdles. Please understand, there will be hurdles only. Don't think everything is no. Life is not a bed of roses. This will not go smoothly. Vigna vihitaha viramanti madhyaha. They withdraw. Say, no, this is not for me. They withdraw. But Vignaihi punah punarapi. Punaha punahapi Vignaihi. Again and again. Even though lot of problems come, look at what Bhagiratha has done. Our problems we face in life, nothing compared to what Bhagiratha has done. Did he do that for any money, position, power, fame? What for he has done? Only for dedication to his forefathers. Can you see? Imagine if somebody says for your forefathers, please do tapas for 2 days. We will not do that. For 3 days also we will not do. For 3,000 years and many, so many hurdles he has faced and done tapas only for the forefathers. Please understand. That's why it's called Bhagiratha Prayatnam. That's why Ganga is also called by the name Bhagirathi. See? Even Ganga Mata is named after such a great person who has done a lot of tapas. Now you understand why is a Uttama Janaha. Vignaihi punaha punaha api. Again and again pratihanya mana. Pratihanya again beats you. Right? The world beats you. People want to beat you. They de-energize. They don't cooperate. Right? Your own physical person cooperates. So many hurdles come. Vignaihi. Vignaihi means all the different hurdles. Punaha punaha api comes again and again. Even though they come and affect you, what you should do? Prarabdham uttama gunaha, uttama janaha potapa. Uttama janaha na parityajanti. So, people who are really dedicated to get success and get to the ultimate goal, prarabdha karmam, you say, activity started. What? Uttama janaha, the highly evolved people, really, people who want to be successful, not parityajanti. They don't give up. So they try and try until they succeed. So remember this sloka. And so what is the message for today after all this connection of 3 slokas plus Ganga Avataram? The elementary thing is that first it's a story for normal people, second level people. It is a story of dedication to succeed at all costs. Finally, spiritual aspect of this particular story, I'll tell you in the next class. It's a wonderful story. So, Mahapunyam to all people who have listened to it. How does the Punyam come? By understanding this, getting inspired and being dedicated to the spiritual path till we succeed. So through stories, you can get inspired or not, yes or no? Huh? So, we'll chant now sloka number what? What we learned now? Sloka number 16, 26 and then end the class. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Ashvatha Sarva Vrikshanam Devarshinam Cha Naradaha Gandharvanam Chitrarathaha Siddhanam Kapilo Munihi Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Couple of announcements, one more thing. I asked for some people to volunteer for illustrations and pictures. Even for a couple of months, we can volunteer. It's fine because people have gone on vacation and come back. It will help us speed up the preparation of the next set of ebooks. You see, ebook means you got a lot of combination. People have to do illustrations, flowcharts, all those tables. Then somebody is translating the entire lecture into huge voluminous book. From that, another team is extracting and putting to the all. Then is put together by another team. So 50 plus people are working as volunteers. So a few of you can volunteer to help in what? Doing illustrations. Very important aspect, few of them. And that will help us complete the ebooks faster. And people on downloaded ebooks, PVA books, please download, study during weekend. Very good way to make sure you're connected to Shastras and increase your knowledge. Om Shanti 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 Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Krishna 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 Shubhamastu. समस्त सन्मंगलानि भवन्त्यः. हरि ओम नारायण नारायण.